Now I get to introduce somebody that every single charity organization wishes they had. Her name's Abbie Holden, and let me tell you, and if you're the head of another charity organization, do not steal her, by the way. You're going to want to. She's a trained program awareness volunteer, community educator. She was the 2024 Wichita Walk to End Alzheimer's Committee Chair. She participated in State Advocacy Day in Topeka, and just 10 days ago, she was in D.C. advocating to our elected federal officials there for the need for their support in the fight to end Alzheimer's. So please join me in welcoming Abbie to the stage to share her why. And her why is why we can't stop the fight. So please welcome Abbie Holden. Here she comes. Abbie, the sad part is the stairs are over there. So you get the long walk. She gets the walk. You're supposed to do the pageant wave at everybody as you go by. There you go. Good job, by the way. Have you ever done that before? Okay, well, good job. So, again, welcome, Abbie Holden.
I'll go here. This is fine. Thank you. Growing up, my family was really competitive. Me and my two brothers, we played competitive sports. I did competitive dance before it was really cool. My parents, they always went above and beyond with their support. My dad even organized the Little League basketball for our hometown in Augusta. And on top of that, he coached every single one of our teams. But I never realized how competitive my dad truly was until his 57th birthday. It's one of those days that it'll always stick with me. When I told him, "Happy birthday, old man," like I always did, he said, "Thank you. I won." And I said, "Yes, you did." And then there was just silence as it sunk in what he really meant. You see, he won because he beat his older sister, Melissa, who did not make it to age 57. She lost her battle with Alzheimer's at age 56. In fact, my dad continued his battle with Alzheimer's for 2 more years before Al conquered him too at age 59. So this set the bar really high for his younger sister, Jill, who had yet to start her journey with Alzheimer's. She's currently in a nursing home right now in Augusta at the age of 58. See, I've never known a life without Alzheimer's. It is a disease that has shaped my family, starting with my great-grandmother, Ella, who had hardening of the arteries, Alzheimer's, before Alzheimer's had a name. At the time, no one knew what was happening, and there was nothing but fear. This is the first generation where there is absolutely no understanding, but absolute fear. Ella had 3 children, one of which was my grandma Dorothy. When Dorothy was fighting Alzheimer's, we had a little bit of knowledge and an understanding, and we assumed that it was Alzheimer's. But at the time, the only way to get a true diagnosis was with an autopsy. So that's our second generation, where we had a little knowledge, but absolutely no hope. So Grandma Dorothy had 3 children as well. Melissa, who lost to my dad Charles, who currently holds the title, and Jill, who we're all rooting for, just for her to make it to her 60s. They have knowledge and understanding far beyond the 2 previous generations, but still no hope. In fact, When they were diagnosed, each one of them was told, yes, it's Alzheimer's, but there's no hope. There is absolutely nothing we can do to stop it. That's our third generation. They had the knowledge, but they had no hope. So looking at my generation, there are 7 of us cousins. And one of the 7 is losing her battle right now as she is on hospice. She is 52 years old. That's 4 generations now that have experienced no hope of almost a span of 100 years. For the remaining 6 of us cousins in the 4th generation, for the first time, we actually have some hope. In the past 2 years, there has been treatments, actual treatments, that if we get diagnosed early, it'll prolong the disease for us. It'll give us, at least from what they're showing, another 5 to 10 years with our families. We are finally in the era of treatment. And it's because of everyone who is in this room is a part of what got us to this point. We cannot stop. We can't stop Alzheimer's yet, but we can slow the progression. You know, if someone would have told me a decade ago, when I lost my dad, that we would have had treatments and hope by the time this could possibly become my own reality, I wouldn't have believed them. It's our 4th generation. We have knowledge, and we finally have hope. Part of our 5th generation back there is with us here tonight. I brought my two daughters, my 2 nieces, and 2 of their cousins. I believe that they will have more than hope. I know that there will be a survivor in their generation. Now is the time that we have to put our foot on the gas and continue the fight against Alzheimer's. The landscape has changed because of all of you. Alzheimer's is a disease that has defined my life. I do not want it to define my children's life. Now is the time to keep going, because now we finally have hope. Thank you.